Shifting focus for now to China, it has urged the United States to fully cancel what it called wrongful unilateral tariff measures. Now, this comes a day after a U.S. federal court blocked most of President Donald Trump's sweeping levies from going into effect. The Trump administration has filed an appeal. In fact, the Chinese spokesperson termed President Trump's tariffs announced on what he called Liberation Day as a blow to global trade that also failed to resolve any of the country's own problems, saying all tariffs should now be revoked. This was in response to a panel of federal judges blocked some of Trump's most aggressive tariffs on China, Canada, Mexico, other U.S. trading partners.
Since the United States introduced unilateral tariff measures, it has not only failed to solve any of its own problems, but has also seriously undermined the international economic and trade order, seriously interfered with the production and operation of enterprises and the people's lives and consumption, harmed others and did not benefit itself, and also triggered a lot of opposition voices in the United States.
The U.S. Court of International Trade has ruled that Trump overstepped his powers under a 1977 economic emergency law. The law, meant to handle national economic crises, does not mention tariffs, but Trump used it to justify broad duties on foreign goods. The court made it clear the president cannot use that law to impose tariffs. It called his actions unauthorized. Businesses and state officials who filed the lawsuits said the tariffs sparked a trade war and caused serious financial damage. The White House spokesperson, meanwhile, slammed the ruling, saying unelected judges shouldn't decide how to handle a national emergency. The Justice Department has 10 days to begin halting the tariffs, but it's already moving to appeal the decision. Government lawyers argued that the president had full discretion to define and respond to economic emergencies. But the judges were not convinced, pointing out that whatever the strategy, it still has to follow the law. The case now sets up a potential showdown in the Supreme Court, one that could define the limits of presidential power in economic policy. And there are also other major cases running against Trump. Some of them are American Federation of Government Employees versus Trump, in which the plaintiffs are seeking to stop the administration's actions towards USAID, DNC versus Trump. In this case, Democrats have sued Trump over executive order that seeks to scale back authority of independent agencies, specifically the Federal Election Commission. And our correspondent Susan Teherani has been tracking all those developments, sending us this report. Take a look.
Following the recent federal court ruling invalidating most of President Donald Trump's Liberation Day tariffs, the administration now has initiated an appeal to reinstate these measures. The court, for its part, said that President Trump overreached his authority under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. In response, Trump officials are now eyeing a new legal route, Section 122 of the Trade Act, to reimpose short-term tariffs without a court approval. They are also preparing for a fresh Section 301 investigation to justify long-term duties as well. Now, despite the legal blow, the administration is indeed doubling down as expected, insisting that tariffs remain a central tenet of Trump's trade and national security strategy. Susan Teherani reporting from New York for WION World is One.